Hey, odd question for you. Would you like to see Raiders of the Lost Ark on the big screen at the world-famous Chinese theater? Me too. I want that. I love when I watch old movies and they show a movie theater and you see what's playing, because that's what's playing in 1983's Sweet Alice. This film is made by a Marine. Joseph Robertson directed this. Interesting life. I'm going to talk about him a lot. We might have to break it up, little in the intro, little in the outro. Adele Robbins is his screen credit, and you'll see written, directed, and produced. This guy was a madman. Amazing. Came back to the States and wanted to get into the film industry. Did numerous things, as we know, wrote, produced, and directed, but he was also an actor, a cinematographer, an editor, all above the line personnel. He's done it all. One time in his life, he was a production manager, and that was on Debbie 3, Debbie Does Dallas Part 3. God, I bet you he has some stories from that. He's intriguing. Would you like to know some more? Not adult films, 2 cult films from 1963. The Crawling Hand and The Slime People. In The Crawling Hand, he played the hand. And in The Slime People, he played a homeless bum in the theater. He wrote that. Gave himself a little cameo. Like I said, phenomenal, cool guy. R.I.P. Actually, I think I just talked about the director the entire time. I hope you guys are okay with that. Because as a cinephile, I'm good. I'm hoping our audience is good with that too. So meet me after the picture. We'll talk about the sound, the picture, the talent. Sweet Alice. Dirty Western. He directed Dirty Western as well. That's also on the list. Dirty Western is actually higher than Sweet Alice. But 2 juggernauts in the industry. Should I get off this director's coattails? Let's just watch this. Meet me afterward. We'll talk about it.
What do you girls do?
Well, I do movies, and my friend's a model.
Mm-hmm. What type of modeling?
Fashion modeling. What do you do?
I produce records.
Sweet Alice and I are making a film. Would you like to be in it?
Come in.
Howdy, ma'am.
Have a seat.
I'm looking for Mr. Jamie Savage.
I'm Mr. Jamie Savage.
Excuse me, I thought Jamie Savage was a man.
Do I look like a man? Mr.
Williams. Billy Joe Williams.
And why are you here, Mr. Williams? Before you answer, please don't call me ma'am. It's Jamie.
Excuse me, ma'am. Well, last week I drove from my ranch to Las Cruces. That's New Mexico, ma'am. I mean, Jamie.
And?
And I bought one of those Los Angeles papers, the LA Times.
Why?
My wife, she ran away from the ranch.
And you think she's here in L.A.? Why the newspaper?
I was reading ads for private detectives, and I found your name.
Well, we're very expensive here in L.A. $500 a day, plus expenses.
Shoot, ma'am, I got the money. Been on the ranch for almost 5 years. Hardly ever go out. Not even to a picture show. I guess maybe that's why she left. She always did like life in the fast lane. She seemed to need people. She always talked about Hollywood.
What's her name?
Alice Williams. We just called her Sweet Alice.
Is she blonde and real pretty?
Yeah, she's blonde. And she's very pretty.
How long have you been in L.A.?
Just about an hour.
And how long has she been gone from the ranch?
A year ago last week.
You know, she may have changed since you last saw her.
No, ma'am, I don't believe so. She'll probably be real glad to be back with her friends.
I'm sure I can help you find Sweet Alice, Mr. Williams. I'll need $1,000 retainer. I suggest you stay at the Roosevelt Hotel. That's on Hollywood Boulevard. It's nearby, and I can contact you there.
Will I be hearing from you soon?
Very soon. Hello, I'm Jamie Savage. I have an appointment with Sweet Alice Williams. I'm supposed to meet her here.
Sweet Alice couldn't make it here. She's on location doing a film. May I help you?
It's regarding her husband, Billy Joe Williams. Mr. Williams is my client.
Sweet Alice asked me to intercede for her. Could I help you?
Well, I really do need to talk to her. He has retained me to help him find his wife.
She does not want to see him.
Nevertheless, he still does want to see her. I really must be going. Marina, Billy Joe.
I never saw this much water in all my life. Any information on Sweet Alice?
I think I found you, Sweet Alice.
Well, where is she?
On location.
What do you mean, on location?
She's out of town. She's making movies, Billy.
Well, shoot. She always did want to be a movie star.
I don't think you're gonna like the kind of film she's making.
Well, we won't know that until we see one now, will we?
Before I put you in contact with Sweet Alice, Billy, I think you should take a look at one of her films.
Well, that'll be great.
I have one on videotape in my office. Do you think you could stop by maybe 10 o'clock tomorrow morning and check it out?
Sure. We get some lunch now.
Sure, come on.
Morning, Jamie.
Good morning. Goodness, you're prompt.
Creature of habit.
Have a seat. The tape's all set. While you're watching, I'm going to go out and get us some coffee. How do you want yours?
Black, please.
All right.
I'm sure that sweet Alice must have been misled. I can't believe it. I know she liked to party, but nothing like that.
People change, Billy Joe. I'm just gonna have to adjust to it.
If only I could talk to her. I know I could straighten it out.
She'll be back in Hollywood in a couple of days.
I want to talk to her, Jamie.
I think you should spend some time alone, Billy, to sort out your thoughts.
Stroke his love with real desire. Jamie
tired of this living all alone. Well, she wants him to be her stallion, and she'd be his steady gal, and then love would make them, love would take them home. Yes, Billy Joe was on her mind. Jamie thought about him all the time. Does he want her as much as she wants him? Memories of how it used to be before Billy Joe came on the scene, and fantasies of how their love could be are keeping Jamie floating in a dream.
Guess that's why we both loners.
Waiting on him now, and fantasies of how it used to be have lost their joy somehow. Is this how love's supposed to be? When you treat it honestly, when a man takes a woman for his wife. But all the women ain't like Alice, who would leave country palace for this low-down, dirty city life. Memories of how it used to be are waiting on him now, and fantasies of how it used to be have lost their joy somehow.
That was the best meal I had in 3 weeks.
Yeah, and where was the other best meal you had?
Clem's Chuck Wagon, Goose Egg, New Mexico.
Come on, there's no town called Goose Egg.
You city girls just too smart for us old country boys. I saw another film with Sweet Alice in it.
You did? Where?
On Hollywood Boulevard. Jamie, I want to thank you for everything that you've done for me.
You're my client, Billy.
Oh, I mean the way you handle it and all. You're a very kind lady.
I like you, Billy. I like you a lot. I tried not to hurt you.
You know, I learned something.
Yeah?
I learned that you can't be responsible for someone else's actions.
That's a good start, Billy. You have to learn to let go.
It's not easy to let go. But I gotta get back to my ranch.
Sweet Alice is coming back tomorrow.
I don't want to see her.
I think you should. Maybe that would be the end to your crisis. You wait here. I'm sorry I made you wait out here, but I had to make sure the producer was here. Come on.
That's it, Sweet Alice. Show us just how sweet you are. Felipe, that's it.
Boy, you sure cured me of my
Don't you know
crisis.
that Billy Joe was just watching you, Alan? Come on, he's just leaving the studio. Why don't you talk to him? Why? Because he loves you.
Billy Joe!
Sweet Alice left this on the dresser. Well, what'd you do that for?
With the price of gold these days, this is a wedding dress.
Big step. Sure is pretty out here, Jamie.
I've been coming out here waiting around since I was a little girl.
I bet you was a real cute little girl.
No,
Yeah.
real skinny, ugly.
Was all the boys chasing you then?
No, maybe.
Well, heck, you should have had me carry you over the threshold.
Well, get with it.
I guess I'm slipping.
No, it was me that was slipping. Oh,
Hey,
thanks, darling.
You got any idea where we's at?
Sure, I know exactly where I'm going. See those trees right over there?
Mm-hmm.
Between those two trees. That's where we're going. Now you gotta duck real low, okay? Whoa. Wanna help me with this, please? No rocks, huh? Let's get the other stuff out then. I have to cut it.
Very peaceful here, Jamie.
Yeah, only 30 minutes from Hollywood. Here we are in the country.
Mexico's a lot like this.
Must be nice there. You know, I was born and raised here in L.A.
It's hard to think in a big city.
Tell me about it.
Well,
I know what you mean, Billy. We come from different worlds, you and I.
people's the same everywhere.
No, I'm a different kind of woman. Not at all like your sweet Alice. How do you feel about that?
I'm comfortable with you.
Yeah, it's easy for you to say now. We're here on a picnic in the country. What about day to day?
I think I can handle that, too.
Well, you know, we're from totally different realities.
And I'm from New Mexico.
That's what I thought. It's one of the reasons I adore you.
Okay. You ever ride a horse tenderfoot?
Does a bear wear tennis shoes? Talking about riding horses, what should I wear, Billy Joe? I mean, do I dress like a cowboy all the time I'm in New Mexico? Maybe I could buy some beautiful turquoise bracelets. Maybe a necklace. Oh, that'd go great with my jeans. Don't you think so?
Yes, Jamie.
Wow, what a fulfillment of a fantasy. Me riding a horse on your ranch. I can picture us now riding together at the sunset, the sun a blazing red ball in the sky, and you and I riding together toward the mountains. Ooh, I just love it. Don't you, Billy Joe?
Yes, Jamie.
Do I have to wear gingham and lace and square dance?
No, Jamie.
Well, what about the ranch, Billy Joe? I mean, how big is it? Do you have cattle? Do you have horses?
Yep, both.
Horses, cattle, pigs.
And all.
Which horse will I ride, Billy Joe?
Got 1,500 of them.
1,500? How big is your ranch, Billy Joe?
Billy Joe went home back to his ranch down in New Mexico and left sweet Alice to the life she found. He took his new love Jamie with him to share some down home country living. They're on their way.
Kevin James and Honey Wilder. Two people in our movie. Check out the credits. I almost cut them out, but I wanted to leave them in case anyone feels so inclined to search out and purchase the longer version, not our version. Our version's free. If you seek out the other version, the original version, the OG, I want you to know that all those people are in there. Kevin James and Honey Wilder, that's all you get here. And they do amazing. Honey Wilder is like a fashion icon. She's got a straight up hip hop outfit on. She has this striped thing that I had as a kid. One time she's got a big old sun hat with a bandana underneath it or a scarf and a flowing dress. One time she's dressed up like a cowgirl. Another time she's got a bucket hat. Does Honey Wilder have a bucket hat in this film? Of course she does. She's a lot of cool outfits. Kevin James, he's just a good old cowboy from New Mexico. But you know what? There's a shirtless cowboy scene. Yeah, that's right. You heard me. Shirtless cowboy scene. Hunk alert. I joked that we were going to make a hunk alert like graphic and sound effect. We don't have one. That joke never played out. But if it did, if it would have, right now would be hunk alert. If you take taboo out of the equation, this was our most successful squeaky clean adult film, Sweet Alice. Mad views. That means a lot. Mad views. This film, highly successful. Highly successful. This was in the chic days. A little post-chic days. Like, I don't think the Kennedys went and saw Sweet Alice, but this was still in the heyday, 1983. This was on the big screen. Look at this print, 35 millimeter, amazing. The cinematographer is so good. Richard Long did the score, big time props. Got some cool atmospheric synth. You got a banger of a theme song, multiple versions of it. The sound definitely matches the visuals. And the visuals are freaking fantastic. Steve Foster was the cinematographer. Whew. That elevator shot on the outside of the elevator shot that just goes forever. And then we have an establishing shot up on the rooftop that just goes. This is like some Richard Mallard Taste of Money. Going wide, on a pan, going tight, reveal our actors, dialogue starts. It's 38 seconds long. Oh, that's a fail on my part. I didn't write it in my notes. Sorry. I'm almost positive it's 38 seconds long. It's long and cool. All right, Sweet Alice came out in 1983. It was 82 minutes long. So much exposition. 30 minutes of storytelling in this 82-minute feature. Respect, props, propers, all good things. All right, thanks for watching, guys. This was a big one. We have a PayPal button if you feel so inclined. It's down there. It's on every video. It's on the front of our YouTube page if you're on the computer. I don't think it's on mobile. Why don't you put $1 in? I appreciate you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. I don't know if you've ever seen the Meat Puppets live. They're amazing. They're from Phoenix. They became a band in 1980. This film came out in 1983, so possibly shot in 1982. And this band, this new band, they walk by a tag that says Meat Puppets. No artistic tagging, stick letters, Meat Puppets representation. Put that one in your fact jar. Do you have a fact jar? That's not a thing, is it? Now I'm nervous. Because I made it dumb. God, Jason's stupid dumb. No one has a fact jar. Well, I don't know if you have a fact jar, but if you do, stick that in it.